This is Derek Sites. This HTML tutorial is about playing YouTube hosted videos in your web page. There are two techniques, direct linking and embedding. With direct linking, you use an A tag, a hyperlink tag. We have a direct link section with three different examples of direct linking. Our first one is a default. Simply take the URL provided by YouTube and don't do anything to it, just put it in as the href of your A tag. Our next example, we are going to have a start time where we will start the video at a particular point in time with direct linking. So again, an A tag with the URL. To get a start time, you put a $T equals and then the minutes and the seconds as shown here. So you add T equals 1 minute 30 seconds in our example at the end of the URL. Also, in our first default example up here, YouTube will take over the current web page. It will not come up in a new tab. To have it come up in a new tab, which we want to do in our second example, we need to add the target attribute to the A tag with a value of _blank. And we should note at this point that this second example, YouTube puts a restriction on certain of their videos. It cannot be this second one here cannot be embedded. Embedding is what we'll look at next, but we want to point out that this one cannot be embedded. We'll talk more about that shortly. It's disallowed by YouTube. Alright, this next one in the direct link section, we're going to have a new tab with the target _blank and also show this one initially as a full screen video. To do that, you take the URL and find where it has the word watch right before the question mark and change it to watch _pop-up. So you essentially just add _pop-up to the watch. The embedded examples, first there's a default one. Just go to YouTube and get the embedded code and put it in, and we've not changed it except to format it. Instead of being on one line, we put it on multiple lines with some indentation to make it easier to read. And you can see that it sizes it for you and says no frame border, has a Boolean attribute to allow full screen viewing rather than the smaller embedding, and of course the URL. Next embedded example, we have a start time and an end time. Those are added as query string parameters. &start equals 25 and end equals 60. We put those on the end of our query string, which starts with the question mark. That's the end of the URL. Start 25, end equals 60. Our final example suppresses related videos. At the end of the playing of a YouTube video, the video area is replaced by a checkerboard of related videos that the user can click on, and that invites the user to navigate away from your page and get distracted on something else. If you want to prevent that, you can put this parameter here, &rel for related equals 0 at the end of your URL. We're now going to run this page in Google Chrome. Here's our page, our direct linking section with the 3 links and the 3 embedded videos. First, a default direct link. We click it, takes us to YouTube, replaces the current page, does not come up as a new tab. And if we click in here somewhere, we'll see that this video is some relaxing waves. We're in YouTube with all the advertisements that may appear at any point on some video when you want to watch it, and related videos are off to the side here. The user can easily lose interest and go off somewhere else. We'll stop this video, and we have to hit the back arrow to go back to our page. Our next one is going to come up in a new tab, not take over the page, and also will start not at the beginning of the video but 1 minute and 30 seconds in. So we come to YouTube, and you can see that it started at 1 minute and 30 seconds in. We can go ahead and maximize it here to full screen, and then we can hit the escape key, come back down to the regular YouTube page. Again, we have related videos here and comments and everything. So we'll stop this shortly, right in a moment here. Get to this one scene. Stop it right there. Now again, we see we're in a new tab, so we can just close that tab and we're back on our page. Now that video that we just watched, YouTube does not allow that one to be embedded. They want you to be there in their site on that one for whatever reasons. Advertisements, marketing, whatever. If you try to embed it, you'll get a message saying that there's certain things protected that cannot be shown outside of YouTube, and the only option you'll have is to go into YouTube to view it. So you cannot embed just every video that's out in YouTube. There's certain restrictions, but many of them support embedding. Our third direct link example, we'll go to a new tab in full screen. We're in full screen view here, and we'll start it, and we are in a new tab, and we got limited flexibility here. We cannot minimize it down. We're going to stay in full screen the whole time. We can move around. If this is the effect that you want, it is available. We'll go ahead and stop that and close the tab. Now moving into the embedded videos. The first one's a default, and we'll start that going. This is a good place to talk about how you get the URLs for videos. If you right click on a video, copy embed code is right here. That'll copy the embedded code, the iframe code, to the clipboard, and then you can paste it into your HTML page. For the direct links, you can just copy the video URL and paste it into the A tag. There's also an option to copy it with the time parameter set at the particular time where you're viewing it. However, we've seen that you can set your specific time through just adding that parameter yourself. We'll stop this video. The next one has a start and end time. Normally this video takes a while before you see the train even appear on the scene. So we're starting it where it's already on the scene, and also at the end of it, it fades away into the distance for a while, and we're stopping it before it gets that far. You can already see down here in the play progress bar the endpoints of the interval that will be played. We'll go ahead and play this one. You see we're about halfway through our interval. Here is the related video checkerboard that appears at the end. And the user does have an option if they do want to continue. It says watch entire video there. You click it once and click it again, and it will continue to the end from that point. Our last video is embedded, and it will demonstrate suppressing the related videos at the end. So we'll get it going, and then we'll jump ahead near the end after a bit. Start it out here. So, flyover of New York City with some very nice music to go with it. We'll let it go for a minute. Okay, we'll stop it there, and we're going to skip near the end. It's one of the nice things about videos. They bring in all the multimedia aspects. Visual, audio, they're a cornerstone of multimedia. And we see at the end no related videos, simply the option to replay that video.